my god. Oh!
What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be rating my reptile bites from 1 to 10. Now, in this video, I don't plan on getting bit. I am not going to purposely hold my reptiles for them to bite me. I've been keeping reptiles for a very long time to know which ones hurt. Sometimes reptiles do bite, not all of the times, but you know, owning them for a couple of years, you're bound to get bit by one of them, especially when you have the amount that I have. So just want to put a quick disclaimer out there: do not get bit by your reptile. You know, not only are you going to be hurting yourself, you're also going to be hurting the reptile as well. But today I decided, why not have a little bit of fun and put together a list on my rating and my opinion on what it's like to get bit by them. That way any of you guys out there who have a reptile that's on this list know, hey, like, I don't want to get bit, or hey, like, maybe it isn't that bad and I could handle it and work with it and tame it a lot more. But hopefully your reptile does not bite you and is super chill. And most of the reptiles on this list are fairly chill, but from time to time, they do bite. Okay, so number 1, blue tongue skinks. Ah! Ah! Ooh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Now, as you probably just saw, they hurt. They really hurt. Now, normally blue tongue skinks, you know, the Indonesians don't like to be handled, but not all of them do bite. Some of them just like either tail whip or just hiss and run away. But my little guy Blue, boy, he bites. And if you're not careful and it gets you in the right spot, it is going to take a chunk or at least pierce skin, which does not feel good. Let me tell you that, it does not feel good. The one thing that I notice about blue tongue skink bites compared to any other reptile bite is that they take multiple bites. Not only do they bite once, they bite twice in the same spot, which, you know, they're known to crush bones. So if they get you on your pinky or they get you somewhere where it's very sensitive, it could actually like maybe break your bone, which I do not want that to happen. So if I was to put this on a scale of 1 to 10 hornworms, I would have to rate this a solid 9 out of 10 hornworms. Their bites really hurt. And like I said, they bite twice in the same spot. Some of them even try to like whip you around. Oh man, I think like crocodiles or alligators, that's known as the death row, they definitely do that, but while biting you, and oh my god, it's it hurts. Now number 2, leopard geckos. Now, I've never really been bit by leopard geckos as much. I would have thought these guys were nippy and everything, but leopard geckos are actually fairly cute and very docile. They're pretty shy when it comes to, you know, handling them. They prefer to just, you know, stay inside of their enclosure, and if you go pick them up, they just prefer, you know, being handled with care. You know, they don't like being like put on your shoulder. Some leopard geckos are okay with it, but the ones I have do not like it whatsoever. But the one thing that I have noticed when it comes to their bites is it's not as bad. Now, of course, I'm comparing it to like the other reptiles that I have, like a blue tongue skink. But when it comes to their bites, yeah, it's a shock because, you know, they're so cute. Like, how does this creature just turn around and bite me? And on top of that, it kind of hurts your feeling. You're just like, I give you hornworms and crickets and superworms, and like, how you gonna do me like that? But their bites do not hurt unless they get you on a sweet spot, such as, you know, the tip of the finger, you know, this in-between finger, on your ear somehow. I don't know, like if you're cuddling it and it just bites your ear. But they don't hurt unless they get you on a sweet spot. But for the most part, they will let go. I have heard horror stories of people getting bit and it piercing skin and getting infected. But the best thing to do if you ever do get bit and it gets, you know, it pierces skin, is to go wash your hands immediately with soap and disinfect it. That way none of the saliva and the bacteria on your skin basically infects the area. But honestly, their bites aren't that bad. So if I was to put it on a scale, I would probably say it is a 1 hornworm out of 10. Yeah, there's a shock value to it, but it's not as bad as, you know, it may seem. Now, everyone's skin is different. You guys out there might have a more sensitive skin and their bite just might be out of whack. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys will rate a leopard gecko and all of these creatures as well. I think it'll be interesting to see what you guys come up with. But for me, 1 out of 10, that's what I would rate it. Now, third on this list, I'm gonna put bearded dragons. And as you can see, ooh, she is not happy whatsoever with me. But bearded dragons, they have probably one of the most bites that hurts, but doesn't hurt, if that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense at all. But what I'm trying to say, it's like right in between. Sometimes, you know, the bearded dragon might just give you a little nip if it misses, you know, the tongues, or it's like trying to eat, you know, you're hand feeding it and it's like nipping at you. They have like this tongue that looks like a chicken breast, but I don't know why I just said that. But anyway, I would put it a solid 6 out of 10 hornworms. It hurts, but you will live. It's not like a blue tongue skink bite where you think your life is over right there. Now, up next, we got a ball python. Now, these guys, they tend to be a little bit nippy when they are younger. When they're coming out of the egg, or they're coming out, you know, for the first time and being born as babies, they can be fairly nippy. So if any of you guys out there are looking to get a ball python, I'll definitely recommend get one that has been handled a little bit. That way you guys don't get bit, because they can be a little bit nippy. They're nothing like carpet python babies, let me tell you, but they are, you know, for the most part pretty nippy, but you can more or less tell when they're gonna bite you. Now, depending on the size of the ball python is gonna determine whether or not the ball python, you know, hurts or not. Since babies tend to be the more nippier ones, I would have to say the baby bites don't hurt as much. You know, especially, you know, the more you get used to it, you're like, oh, it just, you know, feels like they're kind of like just punching you. Now, if they're trying to eat you, that's a whole different conversation. Like, if it gets you like right here, like, I don't know what you'd be doing with a ball python that gets you like in between, but I can imagine like in between, like right where your bicep is, whew, that would hurt. Or even like in between your fingers, whew, that would hurt. Probably even like in between your toes, which I don't know why a ball python would bite you there. But hey, some people take it out and let it like just roam around, and if it bites you on your toe, hey, that's on you, but hopefully it doesn't, because that would hurt. Now, there's so many reptiles that I could have put on this list, and I'm probably gonna do a part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 if you guys really want me to talk about, you know, reptile bites. And maybe let me know in the comment section down below what reptile you want me to feature next, because I honestly have so many reptiles, and I would say I've been bitten by a few of them, you know, more than once. Throughout the years of me owning them, not on purpose, just it happens when you're handling them for the first time, or you know, they're just in a moody state. So let me know in the comment section down below what other reptiles you want me to include on the list, and I'll see if I actually ever got bitten by them. Don't put any venomous stuff, because I don't own any venomous animals. But if you have, you know, if you're curious about maybe a corn snake, a Euromastic, I don't know what else, a Savannah monitor. Oh man. Which, speaking about Savannah monitor, that right there is the next one on this list. Savannah monitors. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I have a clip of it biting me. Luckily, my Savannah monitor has been pretty chill and has not, you know, tried to go charging after me and biting me. But, you know, I remember when it was maybe half of the size of what it is now, it bit me. And just like the blue tongue skink, a Savannah monitor bite, they try to tear skin, break bones, and they don't let go. So the Savannah monitor that I have, when it bit me, and it was only half of the size, so I can only imagine if it bit me right now, like my finger would probably be gone. It will bite you, and it would just start like just whipping you around, you know, death rolling, and basically trying to rip your skin off. I would say that right there is probably the worst bite, and it wasn't even a full-grown Savannah monitor. So I can only imagine a full-grown Savannah monitor, what that bite would be like. But I would have to say that bite right there was a solid 10. You know, I'm a pretty big guy, and this little dude bit me, and I was on the ground trying to like get this thing off of me and just pinning it to the floor, and I was just like, my finger's gone, my finger is gone. Maybe a part of me was overreacting, but it definitely felt really bad because it wasn't letting go. It was just whipping around. No matter what I did, it was not letting go of my pinky. And since my pinky is like, you know, it's not big, it definitely hurt a lot more. But honestly, luckily now my Savannah monitor has tamed down and it's out of that state of trying to bite me and charge after me. But definitely a Savannah monitor bite right now would have to say is the worst bite that I've gotten. But there's other reptiles, like I said, that I could put on the list. Green tree pythons, oh my god, those are bad too. You know what? But I'm gonna save it for part 2. So if you really want to see part 2, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you see that post notification bell button right there, if you hit it, you'll be the first one to basically get notified. And that way, maybe I start doing giveaways for the first comment. But for now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm Lord of Lion, keep the blood pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button, baby. You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button.